Yeah, so a lot of times before hunting season, I'll dial in different rifles in the range in our shooting center, but there's nothing like just getting out in the field and setting up the tripod I'm gonna use, maybe putting it on a pack, some different shooting sticks, just get at different angles and seeing how that affects my shot so I know how comfortable I am with the gun, eye relief on the scope, ergonomics of the stock and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna play around at some distance and kind of sight some things in, and it just gets me more confident. It's super important for me to be confident in the product, but it's also important for me to build confidence in myself. So this is like kind of all that in one. My grandpa started a rifle company, and I'm pretty passionate about this stuff myself. So like when I get up here and do this, sure it's work, but it's not. Like I love to do this. Being in Wyoming, having like access to these mountains and just public land hunting right here, I love to just get out here and use our product so that I don't know if I'm gonna put my name on it, my dad's name, my grandpa's name. Like, I need to trust this product, like myself, you know? And I know that sounds maybe, I don't know, cliche, but I really mean it. Like, I want to know and understand our products myself. Not just in our factory, but out here in scenarios like this, because ultimately, like, I need to trust it myself in order for anybody else to. We're here in our long-range shooting facility. At this point, usually all have already shot in the underground range and kind of zeroed them and dialed them in, but whether it be for testing, just to see bullet stabilization, BCs, how things are holding up, we come down here and shoot long range, but I shoot it before hunting season. I come down here and I really want to see how those bullets perform out to different distances, and if anything's got to be just dialed. You might, in a 100-yard range, just put it an inch or two higher or whatever and go out. You can do out to a certain distance, but if you want more confidence out further, it's really cool to have this. So we can shoot from inside, but we have steel starting at 200 all the way out to 1,000 yards. And so I'll sometimes just come out here by myself, spot for myself, and it's just super relaxing and chill and be able to dial on my rifle. So then when I'm out hunting, like I know confidently this gun, this load, all, you know, kind of all this data, I know I'm ready to go. 90% of the time I'm hunting with something that hasn't come out yet. And so I'm validating it. I mean, I've used cartridges that we've never come out with and killed animals with it, and it's just not ready. You could ship them out, 99% of customers would be happy, but we got 80 years of a brand to protect, so it's gotta be just right.
The company started really out of just hobbies of my dad originally. He grew up hunting. He was very, very poor, and hunting was the way they got their food. And he didn't really like the fact that a lot of times when he would shoot an animal, the animal would suffer and wouldn't die, even if the shot was placed well. So he did a lot of testing, got the theory that if he could move a bullet faster, that it would have more killing power and it'd be more humane. And so he would take existing rifles that were on the market at that time and rechamber them to his cartridges that he was developing, and That's really how he got started into business doing that, and it was years later before he brought out his own rifle, the Mark V. He wanted to develop something that was higher quality, that was a beautiful piece of art, piece of work, and not just a tool.
Since the very beginning, he moved out to California because he said, man, that's where things are happening in the 40s. And so he developed relationships with guys like John Wayne, Roy Rogers, Gary Cooper, started to like gain this following that started from ammunition of really like high speed, ballistic superiority, but then moved into these like super nice rifles. This is what people like knew Weatherby about, like back in the day from my grandpa, right? Like these, you know, gold stuff and super cool inlays, even the Monte Carlo stock, the super high gloss finish. We really moved from ammo, and he just said, man, I'm gonna make like just a sweet looking rifle like nobody else is, packaged with this high speed. And that kind of started. The word legacy, I talk a lot about. I don't know why that's a powerful word to me, because legacy, it's generational, right? And there's not a lot of us left in this space that are multiple decades, multiple generations that are still here. And that's what sets us apart. It's what makes me take my job really seriously. I know that a lot of work went ahead of me. And so I don't know, it makes me passionate about what I do every day. There's often gonna be those days where, you know, you have the hard meetings. You know, maybe whether it's difficult because of business reasons or because of people. And no matter what it is in our life, like we can lose the most important thing.
I'm Luke Torkelson, COO here at Weatherby, and I've got a lot of passions at work and outside of work, but family, God, motorcycles, hunting, guns, woodworking, you name it, I'm in for it. I'm a doer. First time I met Adam technically was a phone call, my interview. Adam moves very quick, whether it's in his personal life and business or just kind of hanging out. He's not great at sitting still. We're always trying to push the envelope forward, and I just remember being intrigued in one of our first conversations about if we could just get the financial part of the business to match up to the brand part of the business, that we'd be in really good shape. And that line kind of stuck with me, and I'm like, I think that sounds like a really good challenge. The brand was in a spot where it needed maybe a little modernizing, and I was really intrigued by the opportunity to make Weatherby's products and brand slightly more relevant to a younger audience, and I was really happy to be a part of that. There's so many aspects to the Weatherby brand, but I think what people can really take away is the ballistic superiority. So typically, cartridge for cartridge, we're the fastest. There's superior craftsmanship, all the hands that touch our product right here, made in America, and brand prestige. Like, I think that there's not another gun company today that has a present owner-operator that's anywhere close to Adam as far as being front and center, interacting with consumers, and being an active user. I think that's pretty powerful. I think what originally drew me to Weatherby was opportunity. I think it was the intersection of passions for me. Now, 6 years later, it's a different set of things. The intersections are slightly different, right? I'm still super passionate about the brand, about the location, but now it's the people and the family that we've built, because it's not just a company. Like, we're truly a family. We're family owned, family operated, and it's a really special place. My kids say, like, have fun at work with your friends, Dad. It's like not going to the salt factory, you know? It's pretty awesome.
Good job, Luke.
How do you feel, sir? They say it's not a good idea to beat your boss, but I'm too competitive to not try all the way.
It's because he's using the pretty one, so it's just...
But what about the last time when I beat you?
Shut up. Good times, good times. Yeah.
It's a solitude about being outside And even before I got into hunting or backpacking or any of that, I used to cycle a lot. And Adam would ask, he'd ask me, like, oh, are you gonna go run today or cycle? And I'd be like, I need to get some wind in my hair. Which is the same type of feeling that the mountains or some sort of hunt, getting out in nature, does for me. I'm pretty high strung, and so like I need some wind in my hair. That's what I need. And hiking the mountains with Adam, it's quiet. There's space, even if you're not, like most of the time we don't talk the whole time. Like a lot of times I just need space to clear my head. I just think it's the beauty of nature, the beauty of creation.
Adventure usually requires risk, and I like that.
I'm not naturally an adventurous person. I'm more like, let's just do what's gonna be predictable. And Adam has helped me enjoy the unpredictable. Running this business, hunting all over the place, is definitely unpredictable. And I've learned to experience just a lot of joy in embracing that.
God, would you be with us tonight as we come to you in song and as you teach us from your word. We pray that we'd just humbly come before you, that we'd worship you tonight, that we'd learn just a little bit more, and that we'd apply a whole lot more in our life. We pray that we would not be merely hearers of the word, but doers also, and that as a result that this community would be changed. And all God's people say, amen. The quote I love is, without risk, there's really no need for faith in God. And it's the points at which we step out and take risk that we go, okay, God, you got me through this. You have me. And so if there's that risk, Brenda knows that if we're thinking about something, she's like, that's what Adam's gonna do every time. And that's probably why I'm here today. It's weird, I went into full-time ministry for a lot of years. And people go, why'd you do that? You left your family business? I don't know, that's what I was passionate about. It's what God called me to do, and I didn't think twice about it. And then when I came back to take over Weatherby for that third generation, I never looked back again, and I don't have any regrets. That adventure, I think, is what's brought us here today, and it's that adventurous spirit that's gonna lead us forward. This was March 1st of 2019, the day that we gained occupancy of the building. So as you can see, the factory floor is totally empty. We got a sea of people out here ready to set up shop and everything. So when you walk in the factory floor, it's gonna look a little bit different, but it's a huge move for us. We had to move our people, we had to move all our things, set up shop here. It was kind of a gigantic thing. It was one of the single biggest pivotal points in our history. It kind of showed people like Weatherby's not done, Weatherby's not dying, Weatherby's not dead. It's this brand that everybody knew of, and California was kind of this historical thing, but where's Weatherby going? Are they gonna be able to thrive out there? So by moving here to Wyoming, it actually signified, I think, to the industry, to hunters and shooters, like Weatherby is going somewhere. I think even just by being here and being hunters and being in the West and having the Bighorn Mountains right here, it actually gives us a more authentic nature to the outdoors. There's just a number of things. So it was huge. The first time we came to Sheridan, everything was just like a perfect fit.
Sheridan's a isolated little mountain town here on the northern border of Wyoming, just a few miles away from Montana. The benefits for our community are obvious and pretty direct. You've got 100+ people employed by a wonderful family company. That's pretty spectacular. You don't see too much of that anymore. especially moving lock, stock, and barrel to a small town anywhere in rural America. So that's pretty awesome. You see all that come in. You know, I like to think that the Weatherbys decided to move here because this was a great choice for their family and for their lifestyle. They've built it as a family business, and now they're in a place that values family businesses. And I hope they're here forever because they've helped change Sheridan for the better, even though I don't think that that was ever Adam and Brenda's plan.
When I talk about Adam's passion and his magnetism, I really believe that's a lot like Roy. We have people call all the time, old timers, and they say, oh, I met Roy and he had so much passion and, you know, he brought me into the back and showed me the factory. And so there's so much about Adam that is like Roy. But there's also so much of Adam that is like Ed. And Roy and Ed were like exact opposites. They were extremes of each other. And I think Adam takes that intuition about people and what they need to feel invited, included. And he takes that from Ed, and he takes the passion from Roy. And I believe that he is a balance of both of them. And if there's one thing that I've heard over and over about Ed, it's from employees who said he was the nicest man they'd ever met. And I think if you go through the industry, other people would say the same thing, that he was honest, faithful, and kind. And so I think Adam has this beautiful legacy with both his grandfather and his dad, and he gets to be himself, but get these beautiful traits from those who have gone before him.
Weatherby has a lot of American dream to it. I mean, number one, starting with my grandpa having nothing and making something. Wyoming, just the way of life, the freedoms, the open space. When we talk about our team and who is a part of Weatherby, I think they identify with all that. And so it's the outdoors. Sure, obviously it's firearms, it's recreating, but it's family. This is a family business. You know, we have 140 employees. To some that can be a big company, to some that's a tiny company. And so we try to have still that family atmosphere. There's a cool piece of pride, I think, that our employees have that, you know, on the side of every gun, it's Weatherby, Sheridan, Wyoming. And there's something about that they love, like when they see stuff online or they walk into a gun store, like they see a product and they think like, well, I was a part of that. You know, when you talk about made in America or American made or this multi-generational family firearms business, people resonate with that. People appreciate that and people value that. In the end, I think there's a respect that people have for that. Probably 8 or 9 years ago, we did that like why we exist statement. More than the products we make, the why do we exist on this earth? And we said we exist to inspire the dreams of hunters and shooters. We take a bunch of materials, wood or carbon fiber, titanium, steel, aluminum, we blend those things together and make something pretty cool at the end of the day. But it's more than just a tool. And so I think what we make is a really cool tool that people can use to go make memories with. And, you know, I often say if our products generations from now could tell stories, the stories would be of successful hunts. The stories would be of sitting in a tree stand for 5 hours talking with your son about life. And our products get to do that journey with people. And I think that's really cool.
I think when someone picks up a gun and, you know, it picks up a Weatherby, it's like, you know, that the quality is there. You know you can depend on it. You know it'll be backed by the people that run the company. And I actually think a lot of people buy a Weatherby for all those reasons, but also because they've learned and know about what's important to the company. It's faith, it's family, it's father and sons and daughters and wives and husbands. It's more than just a tool you're going to take out. It's something you can have pride in. And just so many people have said in the past that I bought this because I want to pass it on to my son or my daughter, and they can pass it on to theirs.
Life's not all about guns. It's not all about products we sell, stuff we ship out the door. It's not all about revenue. It's about people.